Chat, workspaces, apps, events, and video in a single platform, Zoom powers all your communications. Large enterprises, small businesses, and individuals use the secure Zoom platform to enable new ways of working, learning, hosting events, and supporting their customers. And now you can save 15% on meetings, chat, and phone with a Zoom United bundle. Visit zoom.com/bundle. Zoom, how the world connects.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Good weather. Hot one minute and cold the next. I went downtown with my chest. Hot one minute and cold the next.
Telling it like it really is. It's the Dan Bongino Show, weekdays from 11 to 2 on News Radio 1440. Your WSFA First Alert Weather Forecast on News Radio 1440.
This report is sponsored by Allstate. Are you a safe driver? Are you looking to save money? With DriveWise from Allstate, the safer you drive, the more you can save. And Allstate Better Protection costs a whole lot less. Visit allstate.com or call an agent for a quote today.
Today will be the warmest day of the next 7, and it's really not even close. We're at about 65 degrees with a partly to mostly cloudy sky, so there will be sunshine, but there will also be some clouds out there as well. A very slight chance of a shower, not totally ruling out. It will be slightly breezy as well. For tonight, rain moves in from the northwest, becoming likely late tonight in the first half of Thursday, and Thursday night and Friday, there may be some patchy freezing rain. That's your first alert forecast. I'm meteorologist Tyler Seabree for News Radio 1440.
Montgomery Skywatch Traffic, brought to you by Brubaker Motors. It's better at Brubaker on News Radio 1440.
Good morning, Montgomery. Right now, we're looking good. Your Wednesday, kicks off with no major problems for accidents. Interstate systems moving smoothly into the Tri-County area from Clanton, Auburn, and Greenville. No problems on Highway 80 or 14 coming in from Selma, and 231 south out of Wetumpka, north out of Troy. Still carrying light traffic. Medical billing and coding and pharmacy technician classes start February 7th at Trenton State. Call 420-4240 today. Trenton State, College for Real Careers. Buckle up, it's the law for Montgomery Skywatch Traffic. This is Major
Talk
Delay.
tires with Montgomery's #1 tire store, Chico's Auto Pros. Chico's has you covered with Chico's Auto Pros price match guarantee and 0 down options.
Good morning, I'm Jasmine Williams with WSFA 12 News. Here's what's happening this Wednesday. The latest pandemic news this morning, Americans can now order free COVID-19 tests online. The White House opened the federal website, covidtest.gov. Official launches today, but several orders have already been placed. The virus continues to impact schools in our area due to a high number of absences. The superintendent in Elmore County says Holtville Elementary, Wetumpka Elementary, Usada Elementary, Airport Road Intermediate, and Millbrook Middle Schools will all be in virtual learning today. All other schools will be in person. Governor Kay Ivey announced a special session will occur during the regular legislative session. Lawmakers will be focused solely on how to spend millions of federal pandemic dollars. Alabama has faced criticism for using nearly $400 million from the American Rescue Plan for new prisons. I'm Jasmine Williams, and these are your morning
The
headlines.
City of Montgomery Department of Cultural Affairs is calling all creative minds. The department exists to engage, enlighten, and elevate a diverse, inclusive cultural arts community. They're committed to strengthening and showcasing organizational and individual cultural endeavors in our hometown. To advance this cause, they're seeking individual artists, artisans, advocacy groups, schools, and avid patrons of the arts. If this is you, visit montgomeryal.gov and click on the Cultural
External Affairs page to register to be part of Montgomery's creative community.
Join Mark Patrick's seminars to lose the weight or stop smoking, guaranteed. Only $49.99. Saturday, January 22nd at the Hilton Garden Inn Hotel in Montgomery, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Registration begins at 10:30 a.m. Stop smoking seminar starts at 2 p.m. Registration starts at 1:30 p.m.
GiveMeTheVin.com has a 5-star Better Business Bureau rating. I'm extremely proud of this. When all of my competitors, the big 3 in the country, are 1-star. There's a reason we have 5 stars. It's because we take care of you, and we are the home of no seller's remorse. Top money, quick transaction. Go to GiveMeTheVin.com. Get your quote. We back it up. GiveMeTheVin.com. America's best car buy.
Sell up your car. GiveMeTheVin.com. So easy you can do it in your underwear.
Another Guardian Credit Union story.
Hey, are we chilling the same as usual?
Yeah,
How's your baby girl doing?
she's great, but with 3 kids, we really need more space.
You should check out Guardian Credit Union. We got a home equity line of credit from Guardian to finish our basement. They have low rates and a great team that's easy to work with.
Really?
Yeah, my mom got a Guardian home loan to buy her house. They refinance too.
Thanks. I'll check them out.
Connect with Guardian for all your lending needs.
Good morning, Alabama. How did you sleep last night?
You can buy a mattress anywhere, but at Wolf Boys Bedding, we want to make sure you get a good night's sleep. We will take the time to show you how a mattress is made and what supports you and gives you comfort. Then let you make the decision on what's best for you. Whether you need an inexpensive mattress or a great night's sleep, we have you covered. Shop the Better Sleep Sale and get up to $400 off Comparative Sleep homegrown collection.
Get a great night's sleep.
Ooh, that's hot.
Hey, folks, this is Cozy.
And Jody Wolf, inviting you to shop with us during our free inventory clinic. They're going on now at American Open Board.
I needed that hot, brother.
70% off. Full-wide Wolf Brothers reclining sofa for just $11.99.
8-foot table, bench, and 5 chairs, just $19.43.
Beautiful bedroom suite, $29.69. For 40 to 75% off. Store-wide plus interest-free financing. We'd rather sell it than count it.
Like we've been saying for almost 30 years, you know about fake money? Don't sell fake
They are the 2 sexiest fat men alive. Ready? And you can hear Rick and Bubba on News Radio 1440, beginning at 9 a.m. Depend on it.
And here we go.
Sometimes you need to reset, refocus on your day. The moment where you take a deep breath and change the focus from the problem to the problem solver. This is Decisions with Kevin Elkins.
Time to wake up.
Tomorrow morning, if you wake up and the sun does not appear.
And good morning, Montgomery, Alabama. It's time once again to rise and shine, for it's another day, one more that the Lord has made. Good morning to you. I'm Kevin Elkins, and this is News Radio 1440 on your AM dial, or newsradio1440.com, or News Radio 1440 on your cell phone on our own app that's free. We don't charge any money for that. Okay? Or you can go to the website, newsradio1440.com, or HD Radio 95.1 Channel 3. So, if you don't listen to us, it's because you don't want to, not because you can't. I can understand that if that's the way it is. Anyway, good morning to you. It is time for our daily bread. It is January the 19th, 2022 AD. Today's daily bread is simply entitled, Stay Awake. Matthew 26:41 says, watch and pray so that you will not fall into temptation. The spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak. That's Matthew 26:41. Today's scripture insight comes from Matthew 26:36 through 46. Govern yourselves accordingly for your own edification. And again, it is January the 19th, 2022 AD. It is a day that has never been, and I guarantee this, it is a day that will never, ever come again. And once it's gone, you don't get a do-over. You don't get it back. You don't get to summon it from the past. You also don't get to come back and do all the things you should do today that you didn't. And more importantly, you don't get a chance to come back and undo the things that you do. So whatever it is that you do this day, make sure that if tomorrow should be, you'll be proud of what you have done on this day. If you have lived a while, there's no doubt in my mind you've seen, you've heard many, many yesterdays. And if we are blessed and given the grace of God and a lot of mercy thrown in, we may, I'm not sure, but we may see some tomorrows. But if tomorrow isn't to be, then it is this day that it's the first day of the rest of your life. What are you going to do with it? Well, do what you can, for whom you can, while you can, until you can't. Benjamin Elijah said once that whenever we do, we should do it so well that no man living, no man dead, and no man yet to be born can do it any better. And I say if that is the standard by which you live life, you shall always be successful. Oh, you'll fail at a thing or two, but you are never a failure until you quit, until you give up. Don't ever quit. Rest if you can. Give out if you must, but you never quit. You never, ever give up. My mother used to say that nothing beats a failure but a try. Keep moving forward. Martin Luther King said, if you can't run, walk. If you can't walk, crawl. But whatever you do, keep moving forward. Don't ever give up. And no matter what happens on this day, it is still, like all the days of old, a great day to be alive. Good morning to you. Stay awake. That's our daily bread for this morning.
Hi there. Thanks for joining us for today's reading from the Our Daily Bread Devotional. It was written by Marvin Williams, and he's titled it, Stay Awake. A German bank employee was in the middle of transferring 62 euros and 40 cents from a customer's bank account when he accidentally took a power nap at his desk. He dozed off while his finger was on the 2 key, resulting in a 222 million euro, $300 million transfer into the customer's account. The fallout from the mistake included the firing of the employee's colleague who verified the transfer. Although the mistake was caught and corrected, because he hadn't been watchful, the sleepy employee's lapse almost became a nightmare for the bank. Jesus warned his disciples that if they didn't remain alert, they too would make a costly mistake. He took them to a place called Gethsemane to spend some time in prayer. As he prayed, Jesus experienced a grief and sadness such as he'd never known in his earthly life. He asked Peter, James, and John to stay awake, to pray, and keep watch with him, but they fell asleep. Their failure to watch and pray would leave them defenseless when the real temptation of denying him came calling. In the hour of Christ's greatest need, the disciples lacked spiritual vigilance. May we heed Jesus' words to remain spiritually awake by being more devoted to spending time with him in prayer. As we do, he'll strengthen us to resist all kinds of temptations and avoid the costly mistake of denying Jesus. Today's Our Daily Bread devotional scripture reading is a sober passage from Matthew chapter 26, verses 36 through 46. Then Jesus went with his disciples to a place called Gethsemane, and he said to them, Sit here while I go over there and pray. He took Peter and the 2 sons of Zebedee along with him, and he began to be sorrowful and troubled. Then he said to them, My soul is overwhelmed with sorrow to the point of death. Stay here and keep watch with me. Going a little farther, he fell with his face to the ground and prayed, My Father, if it is possible, may this cup be taken from me, yet not as I will, but as you will. Then he returned to his disciples and found them sleeping. Couldn't you men keep watch with me for 1 hour? He asked Peter. Watch and pray so that you will not fall into temptation. The spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak. He went away a second time and prayed, My Father, if it is not possible for this cup to be taken away unless I drink it, may your will be done. When he came back, he again found them sleeping, because their eyes were heavy. So he left them and went away once more and prayed the third time, saying the same thing. Then he returned to the disciples and said to them, Are you still sleeping and resting? Look, the hour has come, and the Son of Man is delivered into the hands of sinners. Rise, let us go. Here comes my betrayer. Now let's go to that same Jesus in prayer. Dear Jesus, we know that to have healthy relationships, it requires open and honest communication. And that same truth holds true for you. And to be honest, in the busyness of our lives, we often forget to pray and commune with you. And when we do, we stop depending on you. So Lord, today, would you help us to remain spiritually awake and depend on you in every moment? Thank you, Lord. It's in Jesus' name that we pray. Amen. Thank you so much for listening. My name is Wes Ward, and today's encouragement was provided by Our Daily Bread Ministries.
All right, it's time to rise and shine this morning. It's another great day to be alive. Oh, I'm feeling pretty good. Got my hot, well, I don't have hot chocolate. I got cider here. A good word. Yeah, so it all started out pretty good. Don't know how it's going to end, but it started out pretty good today, okay? So now, let's pay homage to all of our armed forces, Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, Coast Guard, and Space Force. And don't forget the public servants of Montgomery. Good morning to the mayor. Good morning to my friends at the sanitation department. And good morning to my folks at the sheriff department and the Montgomery Fire Department. And did I miss anybody? I got a kiss up to everybody. You never can tell. You might need them. Anyway, good morning to all you folks out there, and to the ambulance drivers, to the cab drivers, to the Uber drivers, to the truck drivers. Give me a honk on the horn when you're going down the road there. I can hear from here. I love the honk. I love those. I'm like a little kid. I love those honking horns. You know those things. One of my favorite truck drivers in town, Mr. Griffin. Yeah, Mr. 4040. I don't know about that rap music, 40, but I know you be humping them trucks, brother. That's what I'm talking about. Hump the truck. Okay, not really hump the truck. You know what I'm saying? I mean, just never mind. Don't worry about it. Anyway, I don't know how they do it. I don't know how truck drivers drive them big old trucks. Okay, and I'm supposed to be a truck driver. Needless to say, that career didn't work out too good. Anyway, good morning to you. It's time to rise and shine. And whatever you do this morning, remember, it is a great day to be alive.
We're always ready for the call. We praise and trust in thee. Through power, hail and shout and shelter in our victory. Send the promises of God, our pledge of love of truth. We're always ready to our God.
Let up on the phone. And good morning, Maxwell and Gunner. It's time to rise and shine. You guys are really, really still part of the military, even though you get to fly the jets and all that stuff out there. So what? I can fly a jet. Okay, maybe I can't. Just keep them on their toes.
Yeah, right.
Whoa. That's a lot of change.
That's 2 hours.
Glad I was here and not there.
Yeah, well, if you was there, you wouldn't be there anymore.
And good morning, Jarheads. That's right. This is my last year trying to become an honorary Marine. I'm just gonna give it up after this. They did me wrong, but they don't seem to want to make amends for their wrongdoing. Okay, so I'm not even gonna. Okay, so y'all got like 11 months to get to straighten this out. All right. I would go see President Biden, but I don't even know if he really know what the Marines do. See, I need to get on national radio so I can get the commandant of the Marine Corps attention. Okay, they did me wrong. They did me wrong. I'm just saying they did me wrong. They just did me. And so if I need to get on national radio, that way I can get the commandant of the Marine Corps' attention because they did a brother wrong. Go down there to join the Corps. Oh, you too short for this job. Come on, man. Maybe they was trying to tell me something else. Of course, this was 1978. Or was it 75? One of them days. No, 78. Okay, it was 78. Okay, because I was in the reserves. And I was just trying to, make a living, get me a nice uniform to wear, send them in dress blues. Yeah, so I'll go down there to that recruiting office, and I don't, you will not hear this story anymore after this year. But I did go down to the recruiting office, just to see what my options were besides jail. And so they said, well, you go into service. I said, that's cool. So I signed the paper. And right as I almost signed the contract, the guy, I looked over, this guy had a set of jump wings on. So, okay, I want a set of those. Okay. I didn't know what it takes to get them. Didn't care. I want to send them. They just somehow set you apart from a regular Joe. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not even going to go through it anymore. I'll tell you later on this year what happened. Because this is my last year mention. I won't even mention it anymore after this. Okay? I mean, I guess jump wings aren't the most important wings, Anyway, a lot of things happened yesterday at City Council meeting. I was also in attendance at not a whole lot of people were there, but, it was the middle of the day. Most people were working, But I was at the, you see me on TV. I'm on Channel 12. Yes, yeah, that's me back there next to Willie Durham. Okay, that's me. I had my hat on, though, because I was trying to be incognito. Okay, that's what I was trying to be, incognito. I didn't want the news paper coming up to me, TV cameras all in my face. So I didn't make myself too known. You know what I'm saying? Because the minute that happens, then the Channel 8 would have came, Channel 32 would have came, Montgomery Advertiser would have came. I mean, all the people would have came just to talk to me. Okay, and so yesterday I just didn't have the time to talk to all of them. So I put my hat on and I was incognito, sitting that. Now Willie Durham's well known, so I was sitting by Willie. Okay, so if you go to WSFA's website, you will see me there just taking in the information that was being put out. Well, I'm put it this way. I don't know if I can call it information. I'll put it this way. To me, it was like what horses do. But I'm gonna leave that alone. I'll tell you. I'll give you my interpretation of that event yesterday later on in the show. City council meeting last night. Interesting city council meeting last night. It was interesting. Yes, I was there in the back too. See, I was incognito again. Yes. Okay. I had on a 3-piece suit, some $300 shoes, so nobody knew who I was. See, and I had my mask on. See, I had my mask on. I don't really like the mask. I don't really have a problem with the mask. I just got to get one that you can breathe out of, But I guess they say if you can breathe out of it, is it really doing anything? I don't know. But anyway, so there I was at the city council meeting last night. A lot of things went on. I'm out there. Listen, I'm out there looking out for you guys out there, the regular guy, the regular Joe like me. I'm going to all these. Listen, it takes a lot of time to invest your time into the community, but I have an obligation. Okay, I have an obligation to get out there and find out what's going on. Now, I'll tell you about that. And I'm supposed to have a guest coming today. We're supposed to talk about some nefarious things that go on in Montgomery Police Department. That's supposed to happen today. Now, we're going to see if he shows up, okay, at 7:30. But we'll see. I can't call any names or anything because I told I won't do that until they show up because I don't want to mess nothing up for anybody, you know. But there's a lot of things going. Newsline right here. Okay, see, because I know these things. I know these things because people tell me things. See, they don't have Mark to give them to anymore, so they give it to me. Okay, I mean, I was the second choice, but that's okay. I mean, Mark used to get all the great information. I don't get anything hardly. But now people are beginning to realize my, shall I say, my influence in the city. And so they call a brother up, send me a text, and I immediately get rid of the text because I don't want anybody to know who sent it. You know what I'm saying? So send me things, and I be moving up. So I got some information. You're only going to hear here. You're only going to hear it here, and you won't hear no place else in town but here. Now, once I put it out there, then you'll hear about it across town. See, because they want me to be the, shall we say, they want me to be the, what's the word I'm looking for here? There's a word I'm looking for here. Oh, they want me to be the scapegoat. Okay, which is cool. I don't mind sometimes, as long as I verify the information and things of that nature. I don't care if they don't have the gonads to get out there and do what needs to be done. I'll do it for them. Okay, that's just the kind of guy that I am. Okay, I'll do it for them. So anyway, a lot of other things going on today. It is 6:30. Well, yeah, 6:34 in the morning. So if you have to be there by 7 o'clock, and then by 7 o'clock you got well, you get a little while to be there. 25 minutes to be there, or something close to that. Yeah, 23, 24 minutes like that. Something. Anyway, so hopefully go there. And I understand that Hyundai is Hyundai Manufacturing of America, whatever they are. They can't get parts. Wait a minute, how is that possible? I thought they make all the parts in Korea. So how can we not get any? But that's okay. As long as you pay the brothers out there, I'm good. Now, so I got a full day today. Yesterday, Mr. Boyd came. I had the podcast Boyd stuff because I couldn't get with some of the things that he was saying yesterday. But I did podcast it. You go to my Facebook page, it'll take you to the podcast, and you can download it, listen to it however you want to do it. And he made some interesting observations. Only like 1% of them I agreed with, but he does have the right to have his own observations. I thought it was wrong. Okay. I thought it was wrong. Man, nothing is good as apple cider first thing in the morning. Anyway, now what else is going on? Okay, a lot of things going on. Okay. Oh, let me take a break because I am supposed to have somebody call me about 6:45. Evidently, there was a situation where, well, I'll tell you about that. I'll tell you about that when we come back. Okay, I'll tell you about that. Okay, so let me take a break. But let me see who this is right quick. This is my call. Good morning. Who's this? I wonder if I put that person next to cow crap, could you tell the difference? I don't know. I don't think so. Anyway, let's take a break and we'll be back. See, okay, I'm gonna have to go down to the office. I need a producer. I need somebody to come up here and and just hang up on people for me, so I don't have to do it. All right, so let's take a break. But I got somebody called at 6:45. So I got to take a break. We'll be back.
Radio 1440.
This report is sponsored by Audible. Make this the winter of you with Audible. Listen to the best of what you love, from comedy to wellness to the latest bestsellers. Find it all at Audible. Audiobooks, exclusive originals, and popular podcasts. Start listening free when you sign up at audible.com.
65 degrees. Perfect.
Clouds out there as well. A very slight chance of a shower. Do not totally rule that out. It will be slightly breezy as well. For tonight, rain moves in from the northwest, becoming likely late tonight in the first half of Thursday. And Thursday night to Friday, there may be some patchy freezing rain. That's your first alert forecast. I'm meteorologist Tyler Seabury for News Radio 1440.
Montgomery Skywatch Traffic, brought to you by Brubaker Motors. It's better at Brubaker on News Radio 1440.
Good morning, Montgomery. Right now, we're looking pretty good. Got a couple of things going on, so please use caution down in Crenshaw County, Highway 10 at Patton Road. We've got an
Hey, I did go to the meeting yesterday.
And on West Boulevard, they're at Harmony Street. We've got cows. So please use caution for the bovine, West Boulevard at Harmony Street. You see something else giving you trouble, contact us. We'll pass that info along. Accidents happen. Go where the insurance companies go. Chico's Auto Pros on Atlanta Highway. Better price, better experience, guaranteed. Chico's Auto Pros, 239-9510. Buckle up, it's the law. For Montgomery Skywatch Traffic, this is Major Delay.
Talk tires with Montgomery's #1 tire store, Chico's Auto Pros. Chico's has you covered with Chico's Auto Pros price match guarantee and 0 down options.
Hi, I'm Dave Kayas, host of Barbecue Radio Nation, along with my co-host, barbecue expert Dan Hathaway.
Every week, we will be giving you the best tips on how you can grill and smoke your favorite meats, vegetables, and even desserts.
Whether you're a beginner or a seasoned expert, our show is designed to help you become a better backyard barbecuer.
And from my years on the competition circuit, I will show you how you can be the envy of your neighborhood.
Be sure and tune in for Barbecue and Fun, Saturdays at 6 p.m.
right here on News Radio 1440.
Ben here with Just Blinds in Prattville. Thank you for selecting Just Blinds as the best, the #1 choice for blinds, shutters, and drapes in Central Alabama as part of this year's Community Choice Awards. Just Blinds has been delivering on our family's commitment to provide quality window treatments at affordable prices and to deliver the absolute best in customer service before, during, and after the sale for over 35 years. On behalf of our entire family, we want to say a sincere and heartfelt thank you for your business and support.
Do you need cash? How about an equity loan on your home, mobile home, land, or even automobile? Mortgage Corporation of the South. We've been serving Central Alabama for well over 25 years, and we help folks cash in on the equity in their homes, mobile homes, land, and automobiles. The cash can be used for anything you want. And the great thing, your credit does not have to be perfect in order to be approved. That's right. If you've had a prior bankruptcy or slow payments, if you have equity in your home, that is your equity. You've built it up, you've paid for it, and it's yours. You can get it. So get the cash you need, use the money for whatever you want. Now, let's shift gears for a second. If you have perfect credit, we have some of the lowest rates that you'll find anywhere for refinances and home purchases. And the best thing, we offer
And the best thing.
That's right, 1 hour loan approval. Call us at 567-9000, 567-9000, or acsloans.com.
Guys, eat great and lose weight with Nutrisystem for Men. Get our new premium meals with up to 30 grams of protein.
That's pretty good parade, though.
Filling and taste delicious.
Like,
Plus, try our new
it was a
restaurant
pretty
page
good
that
parade.
tastes like your favorite restaurant portion with half the calories. Beef and bean burritos, toasted ravioli, sesame beef and broccoli. Easy to prepare and made in minutes. The secret? Advanced nutritional science that helps keep your blood sugar levels steady and you losing weight. With Nutrisystem for Men, you get your breakfasts, lunches, dinners, and snacks all delivered right to your door. Just go to Nutrisystem.com/fast right now and get 50% off. You heard me right. Go to Nutrisystem.com/fast right now and get 50% off all plans. Don't wait. This special offer will not last long. Just go to Nutrisystem.com/fast right now and get 50% off. Go to Nutrisystem.com/fast.
Join Mark Patrick seminars to lose the weight or stop smoking, guaranteed for only $49.99. Saturday, January 22nd at the Hilton Garden Inn Hotel in Montgomery, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Registration begins at 10:30 a.m. Stop smoking seminar starts at 2 p.m. Registration starts at 1:30 p.m.
He is the voice of the conservative millennial, the Ben Shapiro Show.
They're not going to be willing to keep the government shut down.
Today at 3 p.m. on News Radio 1440.
Okay. All right. I'm here. I'm going in place. I was sitting there cogitating for a minute, trying to figure out, should I engage in another conversation at the moment, or should I wait for my my one call this morning? Evidently, there was a terrible something happened, and to a child recently, and talk a little bit about what happened, and Charlotte Meadows, Representative Charlotte Meadows, who got involved with this process. We'll talk if they call us. We'll talk to them about that. If not, we'll move on to something else, and maybe we'll have a conversation about that another time. But you know, feeling pretty good this morning. I feel pretty good every morning, actually. And I know sooner or later I'm not going to feel pretty good every morning, but for the time being, count the blessings that you have, not the ones that you want. So I feel pretty good. So what else is going on? I got a lot of things. So I can't get into my lessons of life or anything right now unless I know if these people are not going to call. Now, if they're not going to call, then I'll get it done. The word of the day is a fantastic word that I know most of you have never heard. The word of the day is a great. Now, the word of the day does not reflect me at all. It is not I, but it may be you. Okay, it may be you. You may be one of these kind of people. I'm not. Now, I wish I was. I wish I was. I wish the word of the day sort of, kind of, I wish it kind of described me, but it does not, because I'm more of a off the cuff kind of guy. I got so many things I want to talk about there, but I just can't get into them right now. So I'm filling time right now. But if you do go now, if you do go to the WSFA's website, you'll see me and Willie sitting at the meeting yesterday, and I got some observation about this whole process of getting a superintendent. Also, I got the timeline down. When they say all this stuff is supposed to happen. Wait, where's my paper in here? Okay, I got it. See, I got the timeline down. Okay, at least I did have the timeline down, and so now I don't know where it is. Okay, so that's what I get for cleaning. Okay, that's what I get for cleaning my pockets out every night. I took the most important piece of paper out of there. Okay, is this it right here? Is this the paper here? Okay. No, I got it. Okay, I got the timeline right here of all the things, how this is supposed to work. Okay, for the superintendent finder for the Montgomery County Board of Education. Now, on December, which was last month, there was a one-on-one meeting with the AASB consultant, whoever that was. And then on January 6th through the 21st, there was an online survey. Got to get the online thing. Now, on July the 11th, they set the qualifications and salary. Now, the salary thing, I'm kind of, now, me and Willie Durham, we sort of, we sort of kind of disagree on a couple of those things. I mean, okay, you got to pay good people good money, and I'm all for that. Okay, but on the other hand, when where's my phone? I hear it ringing. Okay, where's my phone ringing? I don't know who's calling this number rather than call me on the air, but that's okay. Many people have come to Montgomery in the last 31 years and said, we can get it done. We can get it done. We can give me that $200,000 or whatever it is y'all trying to pay, and we can get it done. Okay, let me see who this is. Good morning. Okay then. Well, whoever that was. So anyway, so everybody wants to come in here getting a whole lot of money. See, I'd say we need to give them a staggered salary. Okay, you meet certain goals, you get certain money, because there are grooves in the highway with all money that people are taking out of here. Good morning, who's this? Okay, so I don't know who that is, but I guess they don't want to talk on the air this morning. So why you keep calling? I don't have a clue. But anyway, so there are grooves in the highway with all the money that we have given people who swerving down, they could come in here and get the job done. And again, they don't get the job done. Okay, so that's my problem. Okay, that's my problem. So I don't now the business community, the Chamber of Commerce, they have certain expectations, and I think the regular citizen has certain expectations of our. But I only have one. I only have one. Okay, I got a couple, but mainly on. But it all tends to fit together. Okay, but I'll get to that. I'll get to that some other time. Now let me see who this is. All right. Well, y'all hold me one sec. I'm supposed to have a guest, so let me see if that's who's trying to reach me. Hold on. Okay. So don't y'all go no place now. Let me get this stop right here, and I shall return.
Now I heard the sea.
Yeah, I think that's who that was, but they kept calling my cell phone number, not the number to the studio. So maybe they're not going to call us. I don't know. Okay, so maybe I just go into my regular thing. Okay, we'll talk to them a little later on. Okay, because I mean, give you a number. 860-1440 is the number, just in case they want to call us. And again, I'm not exactly sure what's going on with all this, but it is something that I thought deserved some attention on what they were trying to get across to me yesterday. Charlotte Meadows, our state representative, and this family evidently have undergone some tragedy, and it was to the extent that a child was involved, and it was to the extent that Charlotte Mello took her time and got a resolution acknowledging um, what happened. So we'll get to that later on. So right now, let me go on back to my regular scheduled thing here now because evidently they're just not going to be able to make it. Which is cool. I can live with that. That's not a problem. We can do that. Okay. Now, let me see here now. Where's my thing? Okay, there's my thing right there. All right, let me try this one more time. All right, I'll try this one more time. Okay, forget it. Never mind. We're gonna keep moving on. All right. So, word of the day. What is the word of the day? The word of the day, it means very attentive to and concerned about accuracy and detail. That's not me. Okay, that's somebody out there, but that's not me. Okay, so this word does not describe me. Just give me the bottom line, and we'll get to the facts later on. Okay, I just want the bottom. I just want the bottom line. I don't want to. I don't because most of the time, even when they're telling you the truth, they leave stuff out. Okay, so the word of the day means very attentive to and concerned about accuracy and detail. Now, I still got my shirts up here. If anybody want to take a shot at what the word is, I got the shirt right here. I'll give it. Brand new shirt, beautiful shirt. News Radio 1440. You can ride around telling you're my biggest fan. So I got. So anybody want to take a shot at this word? Okay, very attentive to and concerned about accuracy and detail. We know that's not me. Okay, so it's not Kevin. Okay, but it's a great word, and if you hear this word used, you will be impressed. Okay, you'll be impressed. But since I can't seem to give a shirt away, so I'm just not going to give you the shirt uh, just so I can give it to you. Okay, all right then. So I guess we won't get any takers on this. 860-1440. Nobody knows what the word is. I mean, come on. Okay. Very attentive to and concerned about accuracy and detail. Okay. So nobody wants to. Okay. I'll save that one. Okay. If anybody can come up with the word, um, I'll give you a shirt. Okay. I think you need to work for this stuff. Okay. I just don't need to give it away. Then you be like, every day you see them, I'm supposed to give you something. So no, we're not going to do that. Okay. Now, the lessons of life today is a very ominous one. It is one that we go through each day and we don't realize when we're going through it. Okay. You know what all days have in common? All days have in common, besides their day. Well, all yesterdays were at one time tomorrows that turn into today. Okay. Did you guys realize? Okay, now I'm gonna try this one more time. 'Cause I've been trying to get. All right, who's this? Okay, that's it, man. Festive. How'd you know that? Oh, that's right. You're a teacher. Yeah. Okay. Now do you want the shirt or do you just want you? Okay, I think he just wanted to show me his knowledge base. That's all. That's all he wants to say. Who's this? Yes. I've been.
Very sorry. I'm very sorry. Sandra didn't give me that number. I'm very sorry.
Okay. Okay. Well, tell me a little bit about what's going. Cause you're the young lady who lost the child.
Lost my grandson, yes.
Uh-huh. And Charlotte Mello got involved. So tell me a little bit about what this is about.
Okay, I'm going to be having a birthday celebration with my grandson on January the 20th, which will be his fifth birthday.
That's tomorrow.
At Eastwood Memorial Garden,
Mm-hmm.
7500 Westfield Road, and that's going to be here in Montgomery. And on September the 3rd, my grandson had suffered a second degree burn to his face on 2020. And with the prior defendant that of my daughter's boyfriend. And so DHR had taken the baby out of the home and placed him into my home. And on October the 30th, DHR came back and took the baby back out of my home and placed him back into my daughter's home. And on March the 18th, I received a call at 3 o'clock that evening at p.m. And that was the mother, but she was pretending to be a nurse from Jackson Hospital, but it was his mother. And my grandson had passed around 11:08 that morning. I didn't know anything about it, but they didn't tell me anything about it, and I only live like 10 minutes away from my daughter. But they waited till 3 o'clock to tell me anything about it, and I was at church, and she tell me in the store, and she told me that my grandson had expired, and I said, "What are you saying?" And she said, "Your grandson died today."
Okay. Let me just get because I don't have a lot of time. But let me ask you. So this man evidently harmed your grandchild. Okay. And is he in jail now? Okay. And you got Charlotte Meadows to give you guys a resolution.
Yeah, she did a resolution. She did a beautiful job on yesterday on the 18th. She did a very beautiful job.
Mm-hmm.
And she's also doing it's a proposal that they're gonna do also. And she got that done. And I stood before the city council last night and read Carson's letter before city councilman last night. So I'm really trying to do a lot to get my grandbaby word heard because he has not been charged for my grandbaby yet. He came to my home and shot me 3 times and shot my dad. He also killed my dad.
And my understanding, he's not been charged with harming the child yet.
No, he hasn't been charged with the grandbaby yet.
Why is that? Does Daryl Bailey tell you why that hasn't happened?
No, he hasn't even got an autopsy on the grandbaby.
And how long ago has that been?
March the 18th, 2021.
Wow. Wow, it has been. Okay, well,
Mickey McLean, he knows he's my lawyer.
Mm-hmm.
So,
well, Mickey's a good lawyer. He'll get it done. Okay, I'll have to wait to hear. Listen, so sorry about your grandchild. I gotta go right now, but keep us abreast of what's going on, and I'll talk to Charlotte later on tomorrow or today or something like that. We'll talk.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it.
You too. All right. Thanks.
Good morning, I'm Jasmine Williams with the WSFA 12 News. Here's what's happening this Wednesday. The latest pandemic news this morning, Americans can now order free COVID-19 tests online. The White House opened the federal website, covidtest.gov. Official launches today, but several orders have already been placed. And the virus continues to impact schools in our area due to a high number of absences. The superintendent in Elmore County says Hopeville Elementary, Wetumpka Elementary, Usada Elementary, Airport Road Intermediate, and Millbrook Middle Schools will all be in virtual learning today. All other schools will be in person. Governor Kay Ivey announced a special session will occur during the regular legislative session. Lawmakers will be focused solely on how to spend millions of federal pandemic dollars. Alabama has faced criticism for using nearly $400 million from the American Rescue Plan for new prisons. I'm Jasmine Williams, and these are your morning headlines.
WLWI-AM is News Radio 1440. Also heard on 95.1 HD3 FM in Montgomery. This is the CBS World News Roundup, your home for original reporting.
I'm Deborah Rodriguez. The Biden administration is following up on free at-home COVID tests for Americans with an announcement this morning. It's issuing 400 million N95 masks you can get for free. Correspondent Ed O'Keefe is at the White House.
They're coming out of the Strategic National Stockpile and will be available at community health centers and pharmacies across the country, often where people are getting tested or their vaccine shots already. We expect to learn much more about this later today when the president holds his first solo news conference of the year.
You can get at-home tests online at covidtests.gov. With Omicron-fueled cases still soaring in some places, a group of parents in Virginia is suing the newly sworn-in governor, Glenn Youngkin, over an executive order that allows opting out of mask requirements for school-age children. State Senator Jennifer McClellan.
We will not let the governor overstep his authority.
New York State is recalling about 250,000 K95 masks distributed to schools and libraries because of questionable quality. Airlines are warning of major cancellations and delays at airports as Verizon and AT&T roll out new high-speed 5G internet service today. Wall Street Journal telecommunications reporter Drew Fitzgerald.
The concern is those frequencies that come from the cell towers, not from the phones themselves, could interfere with more sensitive equipment in airplanes that are used to determine how high planes are in the sky and help with landing and other safety applications.
Both providers have agreed to buffer zones around busier airports. Letitia James lodging new claims against former President Trump and his business organization. CBS's Adam Brewster.
The New York Attorney General's office said its investigators uncovered evidence that former President Trump's company used information to get benefits that was, quote, fraudulent or misleading. Trump lawyers have not responded to requests for comment about the developments. The Trump legal team previously tried to block those subpoenas.
A ship carrying members of the Red Cross has made it to the outlying islands of Tonga today, devastated by tsunami waves triggered by a volcanic eruption Saturday. Correspondent Scott Mayman has more from Brisbane, Australia.
Drinking water's been contaminated, hundreds of homes destroyed, with all housing on Mango Island crushed. There's been a lot of challenges there with the ash cloud. Australian Prime Minister Scott Morrison, he says search and rescue continues for those still missing.
At least 3 people are confirmed dead. A jury in Tennessee's ordered Cracker Barrel to pay more than $9 million to a customer who said he drank what he thought was a glass of water. Turned out to be commercial-grade bleach used to clean soda machines. His attorneys say it's caused ongoing gastrointestinal issues. S&P futures up 13. This is CBS News.
There's always something new under the sun. CBS Mornings, weekdays on CBS.
Susan, it's so great to finally be able to get together again.
Oh, it sure is. And I really appreciate you picking up the bill.
I'm happy to. I've got the extra cash. Since we've all been driving so much more again, I've been using Get Upside, the free gas app that pays you cash back for every gallon of gas you buy.
Wait a minute. Are you saying you actually get paid cash when you buy gas with the Get Upside app?
Yes, up to 25 cents a gallon. Cash back every time I buy gas.
Does that actually add up to anything?
Some months I make $200 to $300.
Wow, that's serious extra cash. I'm downloading the free Get Upside app now.
Download the free Get Upside app now in the App Store or Google Play to save up to 25 cents a gallon when you buy gas. Use promo code SIMPLE for a 25 cents a gallon bonus on your first tank. That's up to 50 cents a gallon on your next fill-up. You can cash out anytime to PayPal or an e-gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Get Upside app and use promo code SIMPLE for a 25 cents a gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code SIMPLE.
A new study finds only one of 21 Winter Olympic cities will be able to host the Games soon if greenhouse gases aren't reduced.
That city is Sapporo, Japan, according to a study led by the University of Waterloo in Ontario, Canada. Researchers say they crunched decades of climate data showing dramatic increases in average daytime temperatures during the winter. They say unless the trend is reversed, most cities would be out by mid-century. Sapporo would be the only climate-reliable city able to host the Games again by the end of the century.
Right.
The city hosted the 1972 Winter Games. Peter King, CBS News.
Museums and theaters in Amsterdam and other Dutch cities are protesting COVID shutdowns today. They're setting up temporary gyms and salons inside their doors. Stores, hairdressers, even prostitutes in the Netherlands have been allowed to continue conducting business. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
Paid for by Christian Care Ministry.
Here's some great news. If you missed the deadline to sign up for health insurance, or like a lot of people, you just have a plan you're not happy with, you still have a choice. It's called MediShare. It's a Christian healthcare sharing program. There are more than 400,000 members now, and they love it. In fact, MediShare has double the customer satisfaction rate compared to that of health insurance. And MediShare really is the gold standard when it comes to healthcare sharing. It's been around more than 25 years. Members have shared more than $4 billion of each other's medical bills. Plus, MediShare is for you. It has saved its members billions by advocating on their behalf. Best of all, the typical savings for a family is around $6,000 a year. So if you think you're stuck with a high-cost health plan that doesn't have much to offer, think again. MediShare has a 98% customer satisfaction rating, and you are invited to be part of it. Call now, 844-53-BIBLE. That's 844-53-BIBLE, 844-53-BIBLE.
This is Mike Costanza with Chappie's Deli.
And Jeff Barreca with Chappie's Deli.
Let's talk about Chappie's Deli casseroles.
We need to, because we hear all the time, you have casseroles?
Yes, poppy seed chicken, chicken parmesan, wild rice and mushroom.
And don't forget the spaghetti casserole.
Sorry to interrupt. Just walking by and heard you talking about Chappie's Deli casseroles.
Oh yes, we're kind of making a commercial here.
I pick up Chappie's casseroles all the time. People coming from the hospital, family gatherings, way better than Flowers.
Wait, what about the commercial?
I've got it from here, Mike. I can talk Chappie's casseroles all day. I can just call ahead and come by and pick it up. My favorites are the poppy seed chicken, and the spaghetti, and the chicken parm, and the rolls are included.
Order your Chappie's casseroles to go at your favorite Chappie's Deli today. Chappie's Deli, Baptist South Tower, Perry Hill, Pepper Tree, Prattville, and Auburn.
If you're struggling with weight and frustrated with diet every year, Mark Patrick Seminars can help. Join the over 500,000 people who've attended Mark Patrick Seminars with weight loss results. Mark Patrick Seminars will be in Montgomery on Saturday, January 22nd.
Monday.
Since August, I
Monday.
have not had one ketchup.
It was life-changing for me.
And I don't think that deserves.
Bridget, how much have you lost now?
I lost a total of 83 pounds.
Oh, yeah.
It's easy, it's fun, very relaxing, and very successful. And I would just say go for it.
For only $49.99, lose all the weight you want, 100% guaranteed. Saturday, January 22nd at the Hilton Garden Inn Hotel in Montgomery. Seminar time is 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Registration begins at 10:30 a.m. Attend this program and find out how the power of hypnosis can help you achieve your weight loss goals. There's limited seating, so get there early. Learn more at markpatrickseminars.com.
Did you know the older your furnace gets, the likelier it is for carbon monoxide to leak into your home? For any furnace over 10 years old, it's of utmost importance to have it checked annually. Bill Bradley Services technicians are equipped with top-of-the-line CO detectors that will guarantee no carbon monoxide is seeping into your home. They will also check each aspect of your furnace to ensure it's operating at max efficiency, which will save you money down the road. Only $64.95 for guaranteed peace of mind. Certificate number 8449.
It's being with Just Blinds Ed Cropper. Ironically, our name is Just Blinds, but we offer so much more in window treatments than just blinds. Well, I know our name may be a little bit confusing, but we really do offer more than just.
One day it's cold in here, the next day it's hot in here.
And there you'll find the latest in American-made quality blinds, shutters, drapery, curtains, shades, and the latest in motorization and technology.
One day it's hot,
Visit our
one day it's not.
and take advantage of in-store free professional design help. Come see us today.
One day it's cold,
Fortune
one day it's
100
both.
choose Zoom with phone, chat, workspaces, apps, events, and video in a single platform. Zoom powers all your communications. Large enterprises, small businesses, and individuals use the secure Zoom platform to enable new ways of working, learning, hosting events, and supporting their customers. And now you can save 15% on meetings, chat, and phone with a Zoom United bundle. Visit zoom.com/bundle. Zoom, how the world connects.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Telling it like it really is. It's the Dan Bongino Show, weekdays from 11 to 2 on News Radio 1440.
Later on that night.
Okay, we're back. Ready to go, ready to go. I'm actually waiting for a call, if I can get one from Aronde Mitchell. Yesterday at the city council meeting, and I'm trying to figure this out because I don't know if they made things worse yesterday or better. Now I think his intention was good, but I don't know if you made things worse or better by suspending an apartment complex's license to do business, because I mean you don't get to live any place for free. So it just seemed to me that, so are we telling the patrons of these apartments they don't have to pay their rent? Is that what we telling them? I'll tell you about that in a second here. Good morning, who's this? Mm-hmm. Right. Mm-hmm. Right.
wondering if history repeats itself. We have now, the virus, COVID-19 virus. We have a liberal Democrat up in the White House with both houses liberal Democrats, and also we're very close to getting into a war with Russia or with North Korea.
Well, I certainly hope we got enough sense not to engage in combat with Russia or China. We yeah, I know. Well, okay. Okay. Well, when you think of it, let me know. Uh, yeah, I appreciate you. Yeah. I truly hope, and I don't want to get into that today, but I truly don't hope. I really hope we're not trying to engage in another combat episode with the Russians or the China. I mean, come on. We can't even get guns off the street in America to the extent that our citizens are safe. So I'm with Dan Bongino. You know what? This is not our problem. What happens in Ukraine, what happens, and that's the Russians and the Ukrainians. It's got nothing to do with us. I wouldn't support our men going over there for nothing. All the tea in China. Okay, so hopefully they just saber rattling. And again, old men start wars, young men fight them. Okay, so we spent 20 years in Afghanistan and Iraq and up in the Mideast, and we still, when we left, pretty much things were back the way they were when we got there. Okay, no, we certainly don't need to involve in any crap like this unless our way of life, unless they threaten us, You know what I mean? No, I'm sorry, we can't do that. Okay. Anyway, I'm waiting for a call from. Hold on a second here. Okay. All right, Ben. All right. Let me see who this is. Good morning. Who's this?
Good morning, Captain.
Yes.
How you doing?
Fine.
I heard that guy called King Broward, right? And I heard you say, well, I hope we don't get in no war. But now, didn't Trump and all the other presidents say those are our allies? So if anybody threatening our friends and allies, we're going to go to war.
Our interest has to be involved. We have no interest in we have no interest in Ukraine. That's,
Yeah, they supposed to be our allies, and they follow the West. Now, you supposed to be a military man. No, you and what your brothers know about it, and I hope they don't do it too. But because President Biden, I hear y'all talk about how crazy, how stupid that crazy. He won in Russia.
He won in Russia.
Yes. Let me finish now. So you ain't looking into no news. He telling you invade Ukraine. They're going to be a conflict. You're going to pay the price. Now,
Okay.
why Russia's trying to take those people land?
But that's between them though. It's got nothing to do with us.
All the other wars were between other.
No, 911 happened, and three. Okay, well that happened. So I don't. Yeah, that happened. I don't. Okay, right. That's their problem. Okay. You don't have to make them look bad. They already look bad. That's their problem. Yeah.
So the Bible says 24th chapter of Matthew is going to be ruled the rule of Leviticus all the time.
Right.
So who not to lead them folks around?
As a matter of fact, Trump's one of the few presidents that didn't get us exacerbatedly more involved in more wars.
He did a lot of undercover
What'd he do? What'd he do? What'd he do? What'd he do? Right. We don't need to get involved in this. No, I'm not. And if they call me back and said if I if I thought it was just, I'd go down to Fort Benning. And, yeah, well, I'd go. It ain't just. Where's my call if it's my body? You know. Yeah. Okay, well listen, we all have our own idea of what's right and wrong. Now, now we ain't go, you know, now we ain't now we ain't going nowhere. Yeah. Again, old men who won't fight send young men too. That's right. That's right. But that one in the White. Well, right. Well, Trump didn't. Right. But Trump did not get us. Trump did not get us in more war. Matter of fact, it brought us home. That's their issue. That's their issue. That's got nothing to do with us. Wait a minute. I forgot that the Bidens and the son of they do business with Ukraine. they do business with them. All right. All right. Ain't nothing fun about going to war though. Good morning. Who's this? Good morning. Well, educate me. Yeah, yes. Some politician made money over there, but they got an interest in Ukraine, but I don't. Yeah, that's true. And put somebody on a board over there, didn't they? A utility board or something over there. Yeah, put his son on some. Yeah. Right. Right, and he did. And he did. Yeah. Yeah. Well, so be it, I guess. But I would tread very lightly over this. The Russians are not going to throw their hands in the air right quick and surrender. Okay. So we'll see. I don't want to go and do it. Yeah. That's right. Oh well, we'll see how it all works out. Yep. Okay. Appreciate it. Now somebody wrote me a letter. Somebody. Let me see who this is. I'm waiting for Rondé Mitchell to give me a call. Good morning. I know. I know that. Yeah. 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 Everybody's biased. Yes. Yes. He's not competent. Oh. Okay. Yeah. Go right ahead. ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. Well, let me ask you a question. Well, let me ask you. Wait a minute. Hold it. Time out. Let me ask you a question. I want to ask you a question. Okay. I want to ask you a question, and I want you to be intellectually honest with me. No, I don't care what you say. I just want you to be honest. Can you really say, looking at his speech pattern, looking at the way he carries himself, can you tell me you think? Wait a minute. Let me finish the question now. Can you tell me, okay, to be and being intellectually honest, that you feel he is mentally capable and has the mental acuity to do this job? Okay. Then there's no sense of us talking anymore because I don't. Biden. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. I won't be flying a jet airplane either when I get his age. I won't be in charge of missiles and soldiers and sending people to die when I can't go. Okay, well, listen, everybody's entitled to their opinion. Okay. But opinions don't make it fact. I don't have any problem with that. Yeah. Okay. Okay. And that same guy was complaining. Wait a minute. Last week, wait a minute. Last week he was blaming Trump, and he's the president of the United States. Why is he blaming Trump? And Trump had been president for over a year. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Well, everybody's got their. Okay. I guess. All right. Hey, everybody's got. Everybody. Mm-hmm. I can I cannot. Inflation is higher than it's been in 40 years. People are losing their job. People wait. People are losing their. I can't find nothing. Nothing. Listen, I wasn't in 100% agreement with Trump either on everything. All right. Hey, we all buy it. Like I said, I got to take a break. We'll be back. I find nothing that Joe Biden has done right. Nothing. Okay. So go to sleep at night. We'll be back.
Weather forecast on News Radio 1440.
This report is sponsored by Walgreens. Walgreens now offers pharmacy chat 24/7, so you can ask an expert about things like the correct dose of your medication. Side effects include feeling very reassured. Pharmacy chat online or on the Walgreens app.
Today will be the warmest day of the next 7, and it's really nice. Partly mostly cloudy skies, and there will be sunshine, and there will also be some clouds out there as well. A very slight chance of a shower from out. It will be slightly breezy as well. Well, tonight rain moves in from the northwest, becoming likely late tonight in the first half of Thursday, and Thursday night and Friday there may be some patchy freezing rain. That's your first alert forecast. I'm meteorologist Tyler Seabury for News Radio.
Montgomery Skywatch traffic brought to you by Brubaker Motors. It's better at Brubaker on News Radio 1440.
Good morning, Montgomery. Right now, things are looking pretty good. Nothing's been reported recently that would send you on an alternate route. You may want to keep your eyes open a little while longer on West Boulevard at Harmony Street. Reports of cows in the roadway. So please use caution there. Medical billing and coding and pharmacy technician classes start February 7th at Trenton State. Call 420-4240. Trenton State, the college for real careers. Buckle up, it's the law from Montgomery Skywatch Traffic. This is
There's no one tire store. Chico's Auto Pros. Chico's has you covered with Chico's Auto Pros price match guarantee and 0 down options.
Now that we're getting back to normal, let's get our kids the academic support they need too. Whether you can tutor, mentor, or just have a little time to serve in your community, GetReadySet.org can match you up with a student in your community that suits your talents and time.
You're no Ronald Reagan, Mr. Biden.
More information about Ready, Set, and Project Shine on our website, newsradio1440.com.
And Jody Wolf inviting you to shop with us during our free inventory clearance sale going on now at American Open Moore. With 40 to 75% off store-wide Wolf Brothers reclining sofa, just $11.99.
8-foot table bench and 5 chairs, just $19.43.
Beautiful bedroom suite, $29.69. With 40 to 75% off store-wide plus interest-free financing. Sell it, they count. I've been saying for almost 30 years. And a solid wood rustic furniture at factory direct prices.
Up to 70% off every day.
How can we sell so cheap?
Because we are a direct outlet for the factory.
We have over 1,500 items in stock. Table chairs, occasional tables, entertainment center, consoles, gun cabinets. It's rustic, we got you covered.
The Rustic Furniture Outlet, which up the highway next to Alexis. What is that? What is that?
Definitely there. It's there for sure.
Someone like them, I don't know why.
So, you think you can sell air? Do we have a job for you? Fearless Media is looking for a great account executive. We offer full-time positions with great benefits, a fun working environment, and the best air in the industry on air and online.
Visit newsradio1440.com for details.
70% of the Fortune 100 choose Zoom. With phone, chat, workspaces, apps, events, and video in a single platform, Zoom powers all your communications. Large enterprises, small businesses, and individuals use the secure Zoom platform to enable new ways of working, learning, hosting events, and supporting their customers. And now you can save 15% on meetings, chat, and phone with the Zoom United bundle. Visit zoom.com/bundle. Zoom, how the world connects.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com.
Guys, eat great and lose weight with Nutrisystem for Men. Get our new premium meals with up to 30.
Feel sorry for the child, but I don't know if it's
Restaurant portion with half the calories, beef and bean burritos, toasted ravioli, sesame, beef and broccoli, easy to prepare and made in minutes. The secret? Advanced nutritional science that helps keep your blood sugar levels steady and you losing weight. With Nutrisystem for Men, you get your breakfasts, lunches, dinners, and snacks all delivered right to your door.
ready.
Fast right now and get 50% off. You heard me right. Go to Nutrisystem.com.
But if you want to come on and talk about it,
Don't wait. This special offer will not last long. Just go to
that's okay, except we're on to other things now.
50% off. Go to Nutrisystem.com. They are the two sexiest fat men alive.
Really fun.
And you can hear Rick and Bubba on
What do
News
you
Radio 1440 beginning at 9 a.m. Depend on it.
Okay, we're here. We're ready to go. I still got to get in. I'm waiting for Rondé to give me a call, but trying to get him on the air and talk about this apartment issue we got in Montgomery. And last night they took away somebody's business license and to do business. And I'm just thinking to myself, does that mean that the people who live in those apartments don't have to pay rent anymore? I don't know. Good morning. Who's this? Okay, nobody there. Nobody there. Good morning. All right, then. So I lost them all. Sorry about that. But I'm just trying to. And if they don't have to pay rent, then do they have to get out? And now somebody wrote me a text, and I said, well, interesting. So if you go to the barbershop and you get your hair cut, and there's no business license, do you have to pay the barber? The plumber comes to your house, like I had to get last week. He doesn't have a business license, but he fixed my problem. but they don't have a business license, do I have to pay them? I think that is going to create. I think that's going to create more of a problem for the tenants than it is for the people who own the apartment complex. And evidently, a lot of these folks at the city council last night, I mean, raised and holy sand about it. And I think there's one question that has to be asked. Why don't people move? If in fact, you stay in an apartment complex and they treat you like crap, why don't you move? I mean, unless there is a lack of places to stay in Montgomery, with all the people moving out of Montgomery, you would think we have a whole lot of places to stay in Montgomery. Or do we need a tighter rein on landlords, be they apartment complexes or be they privately owned homes? Is there a certain standard that your apartment or your place where you're renting out, there's some basic things that should be available to the new tenant, such as no holes in the wall, and things of that nature. Of course, that takes all the rent up. And here's another thing. Are all these people who live in these places on Section 8? Okay, not that it matters to me, because it's a construction. I wish I could get to Section 8. But we tend to know, the landlord tends to know that they're going to get money whether they do a good job or not. And Aronde Mitchell called a couple, evidently his district has more apartment complexes in it than any district in town. And evidently he's trying to get a hand on what's going on in the apartment complexes. I don't know. Can you hold an apartment complex responsible if hooligans and thugs come out and hang on your plate? I guess. I don't know. They got guards, but they're not police. But I guess they are guards. But anyway, that's what I'm trying to figure out. If you take people's business license, does that mean that I, as a tenant, don't have to pay you? Okay, that's what I need to find out, and maybe Councilman Aronde Mitchell can inform us on that, because if that's the case, then who determines whether or not the place is inhabitable? And I may get a landlord say, hey, you need to fix that roof. You need to put a new roof on this thing, else I ain't paying. So I don't know. It's an interesting. I understand his desire, but I just don't know if telling people that they don't have to pay. Now, he didn't say that last night, because last night the city attorney couldn't come up with what I call a comprehensible answer to the question. Talking about we can enjoin the property. Yeah, but what does that do for the tenant that's still there? I don't know. I mean, if it's up to me, we be going to the sheriff department, putting your butt out, especially if you cause the damage. But I don't know, mold and stuff like that. I don't know. It's interesting. Good morning.
Good morning to you. That's what I was about to say. Hooligans and thugs don't put mold on the wall and make it nice, please. That's kind of stuff. So, I think we got more than one thing going on down there.
Mm-hmm. But if you do take their license, right? But if you suspend their business license, can they collect rent?
What they're probably going to stick to doing in Aronde, and I'm not involved in it at all. I'm just listening like other people. But common thinking, what it seems like they'll do is they end up taking the rent if they get the court system involved. They'll set the rent aside an escrow until certain criteria are met, and then the court will allow them to release those funds wherever they're supposed
No, no, no. I'm supposed to have. Yeah, I'm supposed to have. At least, yeah. All right. All right. Again, so nobody knows. I guess it's the first time they've actually done this. But if you're not supposed to be doing business, so do you have the authority to collect money in the name of that business when you no longer have the legal authority to do business in town? But it's still your property. Uh, that's going to be. I don't know if I don't know where Rondé went right quick. Okay, Rondé, people want to hear from you, brother. Okay, now, because I think he's trying to do the right thing. I think he's looking out after. But I don't understand the one lady at the thing. She's been complaining for months now. Why not just move? Keep 2 months rent and move. I mean, it takes them 2 months to put you out anyway. So save up your rent and move. I mean, why stay there? Why stay in an apartment complex? Now I know it's different. Now she said, "Well, I'm a 65-year-old woman. Well, I'm a 65-year-old man almost, and I'm not going to stay any place where my life is in danger. I mean, there's no chains on you. Move. I don't quite get it. Why would you stay in a place where you feel that your life is in danger? Take the rent money, find another place, and take them. Hell, it'll take them 60 days to put you out anyway. Does it take that long? I don't know what it takes. I haven't been put out. I haven't been put out recently. It almost happened one time though. Um, um, but I don't know. It's an interesting quagmire. But again, I wanna commend Rondé Mitchell for at least trying to get a grasp on. And here's another thing: does most of the violence that's going on in Montgomery is it centered around the apartment complexes or the inhabitants of the apartment complexes? I mean, we know it's not centering around Wind Lakes. Okay, it's not centering around Halcyon. It's over my neighborhood now. So what? I don't know what the goal is here though, but because people have to have a place to stay, maybe, but I don't get to have to stay in your place. But anyway, I was looking for a Rondé to give us a call. I sent him a message, and supposed to be calling me, I guess. But what does anybody know about this? If and again, the city attorney last night did not answer that question very well. Because they don't. I mean, again, somebody sent me a text. Well, if you go to a barbershop, you got your hair, but you don't have a business license, you still got to pay him. Well, I think depending on how big he is, yeah, yeah, he did the service. I mean, his issue with and here's another thing. His issue with the license is with the city, not you, because you don't give out license. So it would seem to me that these people would still have to pay their rent because the issue of the license is with Councilor Rondé Mitchell and the rest of the city council and the mayor's office, but not with the landlord. Okay, I don't know. I don't even know if there's a checklist that you have to do in order to rent an apartment or rent a house. I don't know if there's a certain standard that these places must meet. Okay, so I don't know. But I was going to talk to him, and or evidently I can't seem to reach him. So we will just assume these things based on common sense, logic, and reason. Uh, but depending on how big the landlord is, you might want to pay the brother. I'm just saying, if you're going to live there, whether you rent or buy, you got to pay for the place you occupy. We'll be back.
Weather forecast on News Radio 1440.
This report is sponsored by Jackson Hewitt. Discover thousands of dollars in new tax credits and your biggest refund guaranteed with Jackson Hewitt. Schedule an appointment with one of their tax pros to get a head start on your taxes. Go to jacksonhewitt.com to learn more and find a location near you.
Today will be the warmest day of the next 7, and it's really not even close. We'll hit about 65 degrees with a partly to mostly cloudy sky, so there will be sunshine, but there will also be some clouds out there as well. A very slight chance of a shower, not totally ruled out. It will be slightly breezy as well. For tonight, rain moves in from the northwest, becoming likely late tonight in the first half of Thursday, and Thursday night and Friday, there may be some patchy freezing rain. That's your first alert forecast. I'm meteorologist Tyler Seabury for News Radio 1440.
Montgomery Skywatch Traffic, brought to you by Brubaker Motors. It's better at Brubaker on News Radio 1440.
Good morning, Montgomery. Right now, things are looking pretty good. Nothing's been reported recently that would send you on an alternate route. You may want to keep your eyes open a little while longer on West Boulevard at Harmony Street. Reports of cows in the roadway, so please use caution there. Medical billing and coding and pharmacy technician classes start February 7th at Trenham State. Call 420-4240. Trenham State, the college for real careers. Buckle up, it's the law. For Montgomery Skywatch Traffic, this is Major Delay.
Talk tires with Montgomery's #1 tire store, Chico's Auto Pros. Chico's has you covered with Chico's Auto Pros price match guarantee and 0 down options.
This is Mike Costanza with Chappie's Deli. Jeff, why are we making a commercial at 6 in the morning?
Jeff Franco here with Chappie's Deli. Mike, what better way to let everyone know we open at 6 a.m.?
But that doesn't mean
6
we
a.m.
record the commercial at 6 a.m.
Mike, it's the real deal this early.
Oh, great. So can I get a cup of coffee?
Sounds like you need a cup of Chappie's Deli bold coffee.
This coffee is good. Can I order a Western omelet or a Healthy Heart Smart omelet this early in the morning?
Of course. And here's another cup of Chappie's Deli bold coffee.
And blueberry pancakes and Kaneka scramble or a steak, egg, and cheese wrap.
Yes, and all at 6 a.m.
Maybe I'll try a Belgian waffle and bring Diane a fresh baked muffin and the grandkids an M&M pancake.
I think Chappie's Deli bold coffee is just kicking.
Folks, come start your morning at 6 a.m. at Chappie's Deli, Perry Hill Road, Pepper Tree, Baptist South, Prattville, and Auburn.
If you're struggling with weight and frustrated with dieting each and every year, Mark Patrick Seminars can help. Join the over 500,000 people who've attended Mark Patrick Seminars with weight loss results. Mark Patrick Seminars will be in Montgomery on Saturday, January 22nd.
After this hypnosis, I want to eat food.
Since August, I can honestly say I have not had one potato chip.
It was real life changing for me.
And I don't think it any better.
Bridget, how much have you lost now?
I lost a total of 83 pounds.
Oh, no.
It's easy, it's fun, very
relaxing.
Really?
I would just take up for it.
For only $49.99, lose all the weight you want, 100% guaranteed.
There's 4 million people in Alabama.
Garden Inn Hotel in Montgomery. Seminar time is 11
I don't know who you attended.
Registration begins at
About 4 million. Oh, yeah, about 4 million.
Find out how the power of hypnosis can help you achieve your weight loss goals. There's limited seating, so get there early. Learn more and
I'm sure it's gonna be 10,000.
The new
Yeah. Okay. Although now, on a broke day, $125 coming in.
Or come by. Hurry, they are selling even the biggest dealership. They're reflecting also the biggest selection of pre-owned vehicles in the River region. So if you don't trust your clunker to get you to your favorite team's game, a vehicle from Larry Puckett will get you where you want to go. Visit them on Concord Road in Prattville or shop online at larrypuckett.com.
Find out smart about mortgages, smart about college.
When it comes to your money, whatever you want to get smart about, you can find it at smartaboutmoney.org, a free online resource from the nonprofit National Endowment for Financial Education. Smartaboutmoney.org, the easy place to start when you want to get smart.
You see miracles all the time at our children's hospital, but miracles never come easy. That's why, as great as children's hospitals are, they need our support to keep miracles happening. Put your money where the miracles are. Support your children's miracle network.
He is the voice of the conservative millennial, the Ben Shapiro Show.
They're not going to be willing to keep the government shut down.
Today at 3 p.m. on News Radio 1440.
are bad. All right, I still gotta get. I don't know what happened to my guest, but I'll tell you about that in a few minutes. Let's get on to something else right quick that we got to talk about: liquor licenses. Liquor licenses. Now, a couple weeks ago, they brought a lady before the city council about her place. I forgot, it's called Exotic or something like that. And I went by the other day. It's in a great spot, to tell you the truth. It's not in a residential area. It's in a pretty good spot. I went by it myself the other day, looking for a place to sit down and have a brewski. Okay, so I don't drink, but I was gonna. I mean, if it is as she says it is, it's the kind of place I could hang out, just go in and sit down and watch a little TV or whatever, or drink a Coke or something like that. But now last night they kept handing out liquor licenses, but to this one woman, I think her name is Ziegler. She's still waiting. Okay, now she's still waiting. There needs to be a come to Jesus meeting with our city council and mayor on these liquor licenses. Some get it, some don't, some will, and some won't. Now, there is no standard operating procedure for liquor licenses in this time. I've been talking about it for 25 years. That doesn't seem. Now the word on the street was, and again, I'm not claiming anybody, but the word on the street was some years ago that some people was getting a little something here, a little something there, and sometimes you see some people run on through there and other people don't. Well, I'm beginning to almost believe it, because you cannot have a bunch of standards based on if you like somebody or you don't. Okay, that's just not fair. And since most of them, most of them are Democrats down there, we know what fair is all about. So I'm calling on the mayor of the city of Montgomery and the city council to set a standard that everybody must go through. First of all, going through a neighborhood association is not part of the law. It may be a feel-good thing to do, but there's nothing in the law that says you have to get approval from the neighborhood association in order for you to open up a legal business. There's nothing in there, okay, that says you have to do that. Is the business legal? Do you have a business license? Are you insured? Those basic things that all businesses must do. And then if you live up to that standard, then you ought to be able to open your business. Last night, they had some more people coming in. They got their liquor license. I'm fine. I mean, me personally, I'm tired of liquor stores, but liquor places, but they're legal. You can sell. As a matter of fact, anybody know liquor is so important. It's so important in our society that during the height of the pandemic, guess what was open besides Walmart? Huh? Anybody know? The liquor store. Okay? State liquor stores were open. In the height of the pandemic, people died all around us, getting sick as a dog, but we got to make it to the liquor store. So evidently, liquor is an important aspect of our society. So it seems to me that if the pandemic, if coronavirus can't shut your liquor store down, then why is it that the city council decides who can and who can't without an SOP? Okay, now this is Igler woman who young lady. She seemed to be squared away. So why were people last night able to come up and generate gavel? Why were they able to come up and get a liquor license, but other people come up don't get it? What is the law? Okay, what is the law on getting liquor licenses? Okay, it seems to me I'm not blaming anybody. I'm not accusing anybody, but it seems to me that is the one area of our city and not doing city business and our businesses that these people getting screwed, glued, and tattooed. Okay? Again, any member of the city council, Brantley Lyons, Charles Jenwright, Ed Grimes, C.C. Calhoun, Pruitt, Graham, Marche, did I leave anybody out? McInnes. Is there anybody down there that can show me in the law where it says you must have the approval of a neighborhood association in order for you to open up your business? Okay? Again, show it to me and I'll shut up about it. Or is there a meeting before the meeting about liquor licenses and who's going to get it and who's won't? Because last night some people just came in and got their license, not a problem. And show me that again, if on that, shouldn't somebody do something wrong before you take their license? I mean, seriously, shouldn't we do something wrong? Shouldn't there be something out of order before you deny people a chance to make a living? Because if the state of Alabama, during the height of the pandemic, people dying, they left the liquor stores open. So liquor must be a very important part of our society. I mean, you got people couldn't go to work. You got people couldn't get food running out on the grocery stores. You got all kind of things going on. But the one place we could always be sure that was open is the liquor store, especially this state. So evidently liquor must be important. So how can 7, 8 men decide that we can't put a liquor store up someplace or sell liquor when liquor evidently is an important part of our community? So again, I'm just can any of the cell can any I get the number 860-1440 is the number here. If anybody down there, if any of our city councilmen want to call and explain to me how some can get it and some can't. I think it's time we have an honest to God conversation about this. It's legal. The people hadn't been in any trouble. So somebody, I'm waiting for the phone to ring. Good morning. Yes. And so do some of these people who are trying to open business. Right. And so are tickets for, and all kinds of matter of things they get revenue from. I got that part, but the part I don't have, every time I go down to somebody say, have you talked to the neighborhood association? There's nothing in the law that says you have to talk to the neighborhood association to get your legal business. Yeah, but last night there were black folks who got their license. So I don't know if it's all about color. Right. Mm-hmm. Right. Well, I think the city council have made some mistakes here. Right. What is it? And it's called a writ of mandamus. Yeah, won't be the right. Won't be. Well, I'm gonna see if I can get any of them on the show in the next hour. And okay, well, yeah, I just want to get I want to get an answer. Somebody needs a. Right. Uh, Well, last night the city attorney didn't say that. She said something like you can enjoin the property, but I don't think I think they still got to pay, because if a guy cuts my well, selling drugs is illegal, but renting an apartment's not. But if I'm in the building already, it would seem like to me. Okay. Okay. Gotta run. We'll be talking more next hour.
SFA 12 News Update on News Radio 1440.
Good morning, I'm Jasmine Williams with WSFA 12 News. Here's what's happening this Wednesday. The latest pandemic news this morning, Americans can now order free COVID-19 tests online. The White House opened the federal website, covidtest.gov. Official launches today, but several orders have already been placed. And the virus continues to impact schools in our area due to a high number of absences. The superintendent in Elmore County says Holtville Elementary, Wetumpka Elementary, USADA Elementary, Airport Road Intermediate, and Millbrook Middle Schools will all be in virtual learning today. All other schools will be in person. Governor Kay Ivey announced a special session will occur during the regular legislative session. Lawmakers will be focused solely on how to spend millions of federal pandemic dollars. Alabama has faced criticism for using nearly $400 million from the American Rescue Plan for new prisons. I'm Jasmine Williams, and these are your morning headlines.
News Radio 1440 is WLWI AM and 95.1 HD3 FM of
This is CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by the Exogen Temporal Scanner.
I'm Deborah Rodriguez. The Biden administration's taken a new step to try to tamp down the latest Omicron-fueled COVID surge. This morning, the White House announced it's releasing 400,000 N95 face masks from the nation's stockpile. CBS's Sarah Cook.
The masks, which are being pulled from the National Strategic Stockpile, will be shipped to pharmacies and community health centers across the country at the end of this week and will be available for pickup starting late next week. The program will be fully up and running by early February.
The administration rolled out a free at-home test kit program a day ahead of schedule. So far, it's getting good reviews. Correspondent Stacey Lynn is in Washington.
The website is covidtest.gov, and according to Brendan Frank from Arlington, Virginia, the process is pretty simple.
All you do is you put in your name, your address, and you click submit, and then it says it'll arrive, I think, within 7 to 10 days.
You can get 4 test kits per household, and Ann Maps from Washington, D.C. did just that.
It was a really easy experience.
The administration has ordered 1 billion of the tests to meet the expected demand.
Verizon and AT&T are debuting new 5G wireless technology today, and airlines are warning it could force them to cancel or reroute flights in bad weather. Aviation expert Jay Ratliff.
The FAA is concerned that some of the transmissions from these 5G towers could actually interfere with the automated landing system at airports around the country.
Both internet providers have agreed to suspend service around larger airports. We're just learning the University of Michigan has agreed to pay $490 million to more than 1,000 people who say they were sexually assaulted by former sports doctor Robert Anderson. He died in 2008. New York Attorney General Letitia James is lodging new allegations against Donald Trump and his business organization. CBS's Catherine Herridge.
For the former president lent his signature on documents where she says he inflated the value of his company and his own fortune. All in a bid, James says, for the Trump organization to reap loans, tax benefits, and insurance coverage by filing misleading annual financial statements, tax submissions, and other documents.
She's filed a motion to try to compel his children, Donald Jr. and Ivanka, to testify. Britain's embattled Prime Minister again defying calls to resign. Correspondent Vicky Parker from London.
Boris Johnson's latest explanation that he didn't know he was breaking his own lockdown rules by attending an outdoor cocktail party isn't going down too well in Parliament.
When a Prime Minister is spending his time trying to convince the great British public that he's actually stupid rather than dishonest, isn't it time that he goes?
S&P futures up 21. This is CBS News.
The leading sign of COVID is a fever, so everyone needs an accurate thermometer. Try the Exogen Temporal Scanner and learn more at Exogen.com. That's Exogen.com.
This is important news. If you have unfiled tax returns, the IRS is shifting gears and ramping up investigations on non-filers this year. If you fail to file your tax returns for a year or more, or you owe back taxes, now's the time to call Optima Tax Relief before the IRS finds you. Optima is America's #1 most trusted tax resolution firm, specializing in helping individuals, families, and businesses get right with the IRS. They're experts in the Taxpayer Relief Initiative, a powerful new program that can make resolving tax issues easier. A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau, Optima's award-winning team has helped thousands of people protect their paychecks, bank accounts, homes, and businesses by putting their tax problems to rest, resolving over $1 billion in tax debts for their clients. Call Optima now for a free consultation.
Call 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
A new study shows women are behind on diagnostic tests. CBS's Natalie Ruckham.
Fewer women are being screened for cervical cancer in the U.S., and certain minorities, along with low-income patients, are least likely to be checked. A study from the University of Texas found that screening rates are lowest among Asian and Hispanic women, along with women who live in rural areas, don't have insurance, or identify as LGBTQ. The most common reason women gave for not being screened was a lack of knowledge about the recommendations.
Bono says he's embarrassed by the sound of his own music. The singer tells Hollywood Reporter's Awards Chatter podcast he turns scarlet when he's in the car and a U2 song comes on the radio. The one thing he can listen to is Sarajevo with Luciano Pavarotti. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
Are you looking to spruce up your home with new shutters, blinds, shades, or drapes? I'm Ben with Just Blinds and Travel, and you're invited to visit our newly expanded showroom where we have the largest selection of the latest quality window treatments in the river region, including motorized options for both indoor and outdoor living spaces. Visit our showroom located at 1522 Supplemental Drive in Prattville, only half a mile from Highway 82, or visit our website at gojustblinds.com. That's gojustblinds.com, serving Central Alabama for 35 years.
Mark Patrick Seminars is coming to Montgomery this Saturday for one day only. Here, Mark talks about how hypnosis works to help people lose weight or stop smoking.
We all have an image of ourselves, and that image, if we have an image of a non-smoker, we attract non-smoker behaviors and beliefs. If we have an image of a smoker, we attract the habits of a smoker. If we have the image of a person who's overweight, we live under those expectations. One of the things we focus on is all
like the NBA. Yeah, and even the NBA, I'm tired of it. It looks like gangs and thugs.
Sign Elkins up for a guest appearance on the show.
Well, I mean, that's what they look like. They just. I would never pay. If I'm going to pay to see you, you better look a hell of a lot better than I do. At least dress better. I mean, seriously, they got white guys getting in the mix. Who's the bird? Remember the bird man? The bird guy wore a little mohawk.
One more of these symptoms could be a sign of
you, as dark as I am, you should not have a tattoo. Who the hell is he?
Creon may be right for you. Creon, Pegolipase, is an oral prescription medication that treats EPI. Creon
they no longer my heroes.
Help you break down food.
Creon may increase your chance of fibrosis-encephalopathy, a rare bowel disorder. Do not check out this may cause mouth irritation. Tell your doctor if you have unusual or severe stomach pain,
Yeah.
worsening of painful swollen joints, or allergic reactions. Other side effects may include changes in blood sugars, gas, dizziness, or sore throat and cough. These are not all the side effects of Creon.
Talk to your doctor about Creon, the #1 prescribed EPI treatment, and visit gocreon.com. That's GOCREON.com, or call 1-800-633-9110.
Taste delicious. Plus, try our new restaurant baked that tastes
Okay. Here's my mask. Here's my mask. What does it look like? What do it look like? I cannot handle this thing. Now they got to come up with a more comfortable mask and make me wear one all the time. Woo. It's like I didn't be able to breathe in that thing.
Telling it like it really is. It's the Dan Bongino Show, weekdays from 11 to 2 on News Radio 1440. Your WSFA First Alert Weather Forecast on News Radio 1440.
This report is sponsored by Discover. Real credit card questions require real people. Someone who understands your issues and works to resolve them with you. That's why Discover offers helpful U.S.-based representatives. Available. Exceptionally common sense. 7 and it's really not even close. We'll hit about 65 degrees with a partly mostly cloudy sky, so there will be sunshine, but there will also be some clouds out there as well. A very slight chance of a shower, not totally ruled out. It will be slightly breezy as well. For tonight, rain moves in from the northwest, becoming likely late tonight in the first half of Thursday, and Thursday night and Friday, there may be some patchy freezing rain. That's your first alert forecast. I'm meteorologist Tyler Seaweed for News Radio 1440.
Montgomery Skywatch Traffic, brought to you by
Do the tenant have to pay if he
on News Radio 1440.
takes their business license?
Good morning, Montgomery. We've got an accident involving a car and a deer. It's 4300 block of Woodley Road, that's just north of the Virginia Loop interchange. So watching this one, 4300 block of Woodley Road, car hit a deer. Outside of that, we're looking pretty good. Checking out your traffic flow map here in the Tri-County area. Nothing being reported or showing up to slow you down. Keep listening. We'll keep you posted. The number one selling car in the world, Toyota Corolla. Number one selling car in America, Toyota Camry. Reinhardt Used Car Super Center has over 70 views to choose from. Reinhardt Used Car Super Center. Buckle up, it's the law. For Montgomery Skywatch Traffic, this is Major Delay.
Talk tires with Montgomery's number one tire store, Chico's Auto Pros. Chico's has you covered. Chico's Auto Pros price match guarantee and zero down options.
Hi, I'm Dave Kayas, host of Barbecue Radio Nation, along with my co-host, barbecue expert Dan Hathaway.
Every week, we will give you the best tips on how you can grill and smoke your favorite meats, vegetables, and even desserts.
Whether you're a beginner or a seasoned expert, our show is designed to help you become a
I can't get no city councilman. I can't find none of them. Let me see now. Let me see. Brantley's a lawyer.
The market is constantly changing. The Marketplace Minute keeps you up to date 1 minute at a time before your morning exercise.
Alexa, play Marketplace Minute. All operators file for bankruptcy.
While organizing your receipts.
Hey Siri, play Marketplace Minute. Has been spinning or
During your afternoon snack.
Play the Marketplace Minute. Upward swings and indices in Europe and Asia.
The Marketplace Minute, a podcast and smart speaker briefing updated 3 times daily. Ask your smart speaker to play the Marketplace Minute. Listen.
Hey Siri.
Indicate your podcast. Exergen would like you to know about an important study just released by the FDA. It confirms what the medical community has known all along. Non-contact thermometers are not accurate. The study also reports that they fail to meet FDA requirements for accuracy in labeling. With new strains of COVID on the rise, we can't afford to tolerate the rampant false temperature readings from non-contact thermometers. Accurate temperature measurements are essential. You need
Nobody's answering my call.
By over 100 clinical studies. Be sure, be accurate with Exergen. Learn more at Exergen.com.
Nobody's answering my call. Hey Siri. Call CC Calhoun.
Calling CC Calhoun.
Take my call. Come on. What wimps.
This Saturday for one day only. Here, Mark talks about how hypnosis works to help people lose weight or stop smoking.
We all have an image of ourselves, and that image, if we have an image of a non-smoker, we attract non-smoker behaviors and beliefs. If we have an image of a smoker, we attract the habits of a smoker. If we have the image of a person who is overweight, we live up to those.
Okay, who else?
So one of the things we
Who else? Who else?
is we work on at the subconscious level the image or snapshot of yourself. If you have a healthy image, you attract healthy habits. We work on under hypnosis taking the pleasure association out for smokers that they have switched smoking, putting back in what they already know consciously that it's a filthy, disgusting habit that they never wish they start in the first place. That's killing them dead. And we get them out in these sessions, really good about themselves, and guess what? They want to do these things instead of feel like they have to do them.
Don't miss Mark Patrick's seminars this Saturday at the Hilton Garden Inn Hotel. For more information, go to markpatrickseminars.com.
70% of the Fortune 100 choose Zoom. With phone, chat, workspaces, apps, events, and video in a single platform, Zoom powers all your communication. Large enterprises, small businesses, and individuals use the secure Zoom platform
Can
to
you give
enable
me
new ways
5
of working,
minutes on
learning,
here this
hosting
morning?
events, and supporting their customers. And now you can save 15% on meetings, chat, and phone with the Zoom United bundle. Visit zoom.com/bundle. Zoom, how the world connects.
Finding great camping attire can be like
8:20.
trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology
Nobody wants to answer their phone. I know they all ain't busy.
4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
You can buy a mattress anywhere, but at Wolf Point Bedding, we want to make sure you get a good night's sleep. We'll take the time to show you how a mattress is made and what supports you and gives you comfort. Then let you make a decision on what's best for you. Whether you need an inexpensive mattress or a great night's sleep, we have you covered. Shop the Better Sleep Sale and get up to $400 off on Heritage Sleep homegrown selection.
Don't LC, get a great night's sleep. Wolf Point Bedding, thanks for the Western Florida.
Hey, bud, this is Cozy.
And Jody Wolf, invite you to shop with us during our free inventory clearance sale going on now at American Healthy More. With 40 to 75% off store wide Wolf Brothers reclining sofas, just $11.99.
8-foot table bench and 5 chairs, just $19.43.
Beautiful veteran suit, $29.69. With 40 to 75% off store wide plus interest-free financing. Sell it, discount.
I've been this man for over 30 years. You don't sell the same place, don't sell the same wood.
They are the two sexiest fat men alive.
Ready, fine.
And you can hear Rick and Bubba on News Radio 1440 beginning at 9 a.m. Depend on it.
Well, I have called at least 6 city council people today this morning, and nobody answers their phone. I don't know why you take a public job and won't answer your telephone. Come on, y'all. It's just a couple of questions we trying to get figured out this morning. I can't get one city councilman to answer the phone. They know it's me. Come on, y'all. I'm nice. I'm not Mark, but Mark wasn't wrong about everything. I mean, come on, man. I just want to know about the apartment thing. And now some people have texted me offline and off air and made some pretty good points. Now I asked the question, what does it take to have an apartment? And evidently you have supposed to get a certificate of occupancy. And so I guess once you get that, then I mean, people still got to pay you. So the bottom line is, I think you still got to pay your rent. At least put the rent in the bank anyway, someplace. So if you don't pay them and they decide to come put you out, you got a place to move. You got some money to move. But so evidently you're evidently the client, the customer, does not get to, as long as you occupy the residence, you don't get to determine whether they're going to pay for it or not. I mean, it's a contract. So, and by the time they figured all this stuff out in court anyway, a lot of things be happening. So I don't know. It's going to be interesting. I'm trying to find a city councilman, but they're not answering the phone right now. So, good morning. Yeah. Well, I listen. I'm just saying that's what some people have said for years. I mean, But we still got the same problems we got now that we had then. Some get a license and some don't. Well, well, well. I guess that's what, and eventually, I guess that's what we're gonna do. But why should like, I watch? Okay, I watched yesterday, right? I watched yesterday. Some people come up for a license, they get it, not a problem whatsoever, and then they turn around and then they turn around and give this one lady, the Ziegler woman, all holy hell when the bar is already there and it's been there for years and it's right. I don't get this. But the location but the location is on Coliseum. You know, as of yesterday, I am in receipt of information on that particular case that the general public is not aware of, and so there's more that meets the eyes in this case than what we all thought at first. So it's still wrong to pull a gun and start shooting at people. But there's more to this case, and I kept wondering how in the world can you let a guy out of prison? You know that I mean, capital. You think it almost be capital murder, but there's more to the case than we know. I'm just not gonna elaborate on at the moment. But it's I I don't think that's what it was either. The video of this thing has relayed some information that the general public just does not know. Well, again, I'm not at liberty to I'm not at liberty to divulge everything, but I understand now why he is, you know, not well. He's not. He was able to make bond. I don't know why he was able to make bond because that's a lot of money, but I understand now why they gave him a bond. All right, all right, appreciate it. Good morning. Who's this? Well, yeah. Well, hell, you don't want to call me. Nobody. I can't get none of the city council to answer the phone. You know. Now let me ask you a question. Does the if somebody wanted to do a liquor license in the county, do they have to come before you guys? Okay. Is there a standard operating procedure where uh, it is required that they talk to the neighborhood country associations out there to get their liquor license? Right, 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 right. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But can't you do that? But right, but can't you still enter that blind curve whether you had liquor or not, and it's still dangerous? Mm-hmm. But from a legal standpoint, I mean, there's nothing in the law that says you got to get all this. It's part of the law that the sheriff go out and investigate. Is that part of the law? Or just a standard operating procedure? Okay, right. Right, but you do the business, right? But you give them the business license to do. Right. You're drunk by yourself. Okay. Well, that's true too. But 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 it does seem to be when a client customer A, business owner A, comes up before the city council or the county commission, gets it. Uh, uh, Business owner B comes up in front of the city council or the county commission and don't get it for no apparent reason other than this is what we think. Is it not why we got laws? Okay. Well, I haven't heard the rumors that I've heard about you guys. I haven't heard the rumors that I've heard about the city thing, but so y'all clear for the time being. No, I got plenty of them. But I don't mention them most of the time. But this doggone liquor thing is just, I mean, it's for 20 years, 30 years almost. I've been here. They haven't come up with a standard operating procedure where it is left up to the individual city council person whether he say yay or nay. And I just that's unfair. Well, right, but it is that's right. And therein lies the problem. If it's a legal business, your personal thoughts really should not come into effect there. So it's the only thing in the county commission, or I don't know about the county commission, but the city council, where if one person says no because the business happens to be in his business, he holds the wheel on whether or not it's a go. I think that's wrong. Yeah, that's where it's supposed to work. Okay. Which is that's right. That's what we call that, a representative republic. Yeah. All right. One more thing since I got you on the line here. The water part, is it still over budgeted? Is it are we gonna make it, or is it gonna go down to two? Are y'all gonna ask us for more? Mm. So y'all gonna come back and ask us for more? Are y'all gonna come back and ask us for more money? Okay, that's okay. I ain't that much in love with water to worry about that. But okay, well, since you think we're still gonna make it, we'll see what happens. And when is the finish date for this supposedly? Do you see that happen?
Yeah, I've already ordered you and me both.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Although I will admit to you, I think we need more. I do believe we need more attractions, except what happened in 1962 and how bad a certain group of people were treated. I just think we need something besides that to bring people to the city of Montgomery. So I'm all for it. Yeah, I'm all for it. Okay. But don't ask me for no more money. Okay. No, no, you can't. See you. And again, Mr. Fellow board member, when's our next meeting? So we can make things happen.
I don't know.
Well, we got one. So why don't we just make him permanent? I should have became the chairman of the board. Yeah, I, yeah, I turned down that job because I didn't understand parliamentary procedure and a few other things. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Thanks a lot there, Commissioner Doug Singleton. Always reach out. I can't reach our city councilman, but I can certainly reach this guy. Good morning. Who's this? Oh, well, somebody's answering their phone this morning. What we were calling about is this liquor thing that seems to be a little bit unfair, and the apartment complex thing that I feel you. I know where you're going with this. We were just wondering whether or not you could eliminate people's rent because they don't have a license to do business.
So what we're doing now, we turned over the legal. My biggest issue, I've been working with Ravenwood for the last 2 years to try to correct some of the complaints that I was getting starting the 21st until probably just about yesterday, right up until the meeting. I have talked to probably about maybe 75 clients, tenants out there that was complaining from everything from rodents to safety issues to electrical problems. And they would not do anything. I gave them 30 days, November the 17th, to give me a plan of action just to put in front of me what they plan on doing with Ravenwood, and that never happened. So they pretty much did a judgment by default. When you don't get respond to a person's complaint, you default on it. So I pretty much had no other choice because I didn't feel, nor did the council feel that they were going to do anything unless we forced their hand.
But what can you make them do then? Right, but what? So what? You take their license from them. We're not going to put. They're not going to stop collecting rent. They're not going to go out there and put everybody out. So basically, that was more symbolism than substance.
Well, what they just gives us more leverage. I can, before they reapply for their license, there are, as I was reading the in 30 days, there are things that we could do to make them do what I'm asking. And that's why we looked at Birmingham. Birmingham has took a apartment complex to court due to safety issues. Because you're talking about on December the 17th, they were supposed to have a plan back to, email to me on my desk. That state, that lighting and safety security. And then on December the 19th, a young man got killed right there. And my thinking is, hey, if you would have had lighting in that place, if you would have had security, maybe that, not saying that it might not have happened. So in the back of my mind, I have to do everything I possibly can, especially when it comes to safety. Now, when it comes that's issue. But definitely when it comes to safety and these business owners, they have more leeway. Because with the cities, we have to go through hoops to say, hey, we want a curfew. But on private property, you can tell individuals, hey, don't hang it out. We have a curfew. We don't want big guns on our house open on our property. So that's one thing that they would do that the city would do when it comes to private property.
Mm, mm. Okay. Well,
So the tenants are able to put that money in the escrow. Like I said, we want to turn all that stuff over to legal. And I do want to see them big business in the city of Montgomery. And that's why I asked them, to bring them back in 30 days.
mm. Okay. The liquor license thing. Last night you guys passed some easy ones, but the Ziegler woman, the young lady, we giving them hell. And it's over to my district. I went by it a couple of times in a good place. It's on a business district, a business side of it. Why is it that we're giving that woman such a hard time to get a license?
Now, I am for exotic lounge. I just think that we should give a person an opportunity, and if anything was to come up at that point, take it from. We can always take it back. I have, and I brought that up to the council on yesterday. That hey, listen, now we had a establishment that had an incident, and we're not speaking about it, so we're gonna not give somebody opportunity to do this, and no incident happened in her establishment. So it's just a difference of opinion. And I hate that that's not in my district. That is in somebody else's district. And when it comes to crossing the lines or dipping into other people's districts, we try to stay out of it. But I am in and I told the council I'm in support of giving a person the opportunity.
I mean, it's a legal business, but here's my thing about it: dipping in somebody else's business. Well, if a police officer sees somebody knocking the hell out of somebody, the other police officer has an obligation to interfere. It would seem like to me that if as a city council person, if you feel as though you're doing and I saw Brantley. Brantley was absolutely non-bending when it comes to that, and I just don't understand why you guys don't do what's right as opposed to being sympathetic, amenable to the city councilman that business happens to be in. I live over there. I don't have a problem with their place. So when I went by, checked it out, and it's in a good spot, I don't have a problem.
I will support, physical. I think it's a good thing to have young people doing business in the city of Montgomery. So
yeah,
only thing we can do is try to get those folks and
yeah.
get it back.
Because I wouldn't want my daddy to whoop my tail before I did what he thought I might do. Okay, wait till I do something and then whoop me. But don't be beating the hell out of me now because you think I might do it. And that's the situation we're putting her in. Well, I appreciate it, Councilman. I know you're a busy man this morning, so I appreciate you. At least you did answer the phone. All right, appreciate it. Let me take one more call. Then take my break. Good morning. Who's this? All right, not there. Not there. Good morning. Okay, sorry about that, guys. Hey, I'm working on the phone. I'm working on the phone. I am. I've been telling you for years. I got the new phone sitting right here by me. We just got to hook it up. Good morning. Yes.
Hey, Kevin.
Yes.
Who the hell is Rondé Mitchell? What authority has he got to send people letters?
He's a city council member.
He doesn't have authority to send anybody any letter demanding them do anything. That's why we got building codes. We have.
Aren't they over the building? They are.
You don't work for him. You don't work for him.
No, but they can.
Could it call back? Tell him what authority he got to send anybody a damn letter to tell him to do anything.
Oh, well, I imagine his legal department sent.
Tell me where will he get the authority? That's why you have a health department. That's why you have building. You don't have Rondé Mitchell sending letters in
the each city councilman has the absolute authority under Act 6. Okay. Let me tell you. Each city council member has the absolute authority to investigate any department that comes under the city. Well, I listen. Mhm. Let me ask you something. As a citizen, could no, no, but as a citizen, wouldn't you have a right to send a letter? But you do have that right, though. You do have that right to send a letter of concern. So to see. Well, I don't know about that, but I mean, he does have that right as a representative of the people. Okay. All right. All right. Appreciate it. I got to take my last break an hour. We'll come back right after these messages. Okay, John, I'm on a break, but I'll be right with you. Mhm. You achieve that weight loss goal. Healthy kids.
PM on News Radio 1440.
All right. Before I get back to my esteemed callers this morning, you haven't heard from him in a couple of days because he's out there making them loans, helping people out, trying to make sure people get their life together. And I'm talking about none other than John Williams of the Mortgage Corporation of the South, on top of the mountain, all the way to Wetumpka, Alabama. Good morning, John.
Good morning, Kevin. Good morning, everybody.
Morning.
Doing all right over there?
I'm making it pretty good.
Well, that's good. No, I'm telling you, Mortgage Corporation of the South, folks. If you haven't heard of us, we are next month's going to be 27-year-old company operating right out of Wetumpka, Alabama, and we service the River region, but we also service the entire state of Alabama. And here's what we do: we make loans. We make loans to folks. And even though you can do business with us, if you have excellent credit, we have a lot of wonderful programs: FHA, VA, conventional finance. If you want to buy a home or refinance one, take advantage of these low rates. But what I want to focus on this morning is we are the only company that I'm aware of in the area that makes loans to folks on their homes that they live in who've had a bankruptcy recently, or they've had a repossession, or a tax lien, or bad credit overall, a low credit score. And it's a great program, and we've had to go through a lot of things to get this program approved, but it's been approved for a long time, and we're able to help a lot of people when they need to cash in on their equity, even if they've already been turned down by another bank or another lender. We have a lot of people that turn to us. In fact, right now, I spend a good bit of my time talking with people about home improvement. A lot of people need a new roof on their home. They need a new HVAC system, central air heat, or they want to add central air heat. Or they have maybe some fascia board outside on, the eaves of the house is rotten, needs to be replaced. Decking on the roof. The repairs go on and on and on. It costs a lot to keep a house up. A lot of people have applied for loans, equity loans, mortgage loans on their home, but they've been turned down because they didn't have perfect credit, or they didn't want to borrow enough money. And here's the deal: we don't have really a minimum loan at MCS, and we don't have a minimum credit score. So if you need to cash in on the equity in your home, if your credit's less than perfect, you want a company that's going to work with you, help you out, help you get back on track. Well, we're that company. We're just a phone call away. So just remember, make your next move your best move. Call MCS. MCS, Mortgage and Loan Center, on top of them in Wetumpka. Been in Wetumpka for 27 years. Take it away, Mr. Kevin.
That's right. If you want to call them, that number is 567-9000, 567-9000. That's right. Make your next move, your best move. NMLS 232876. That's Mortgage Corporation of the South, on top of the mountain, all the way up there in Wetumpka, Alabama. Thanks, John.
Thank you, Kevin. Y'all have a good day, everybody.
All right, then. Let me see. Come on. Who's this? Lost him. This. Don't you know? Okay, one more. Hello. All right, long time. Okay, now all the lines are empty, so now you can call and get right in. What can I tell you? I'm working on the phone. I'm getting tired of saying I'm working on the phone, but I'm working on the phone. Okay, it's right here, sitting right. I can touch the phone with my hand, but it ain't hooked up yet. So the who's that guy? My engineer guy is working on all this stuff for me. So that's what I'm working on. And I didn't have time really this morning to superintendent thing. But we're going to get into that because I was at the meeting yesterday. If you go to WSFA's website, I'm on the TV thing. I'm there. Me and Willie sitting right next to Willie. I'm sitting back of Willie because he outranked me, so I'm sitting back of him. You know what I'm saying? But we there listening, and I got some. Listen, I've got. I mean, I got some. I have some concerns, not necessarily about the process, but what the process looks for. Okay, they're this whole school thing that, and the most important part of the whole school search thing seems to be missing. There's part. There's academia. There's a guy who went to the same college he went to, or same college you went to. You got to belong to the right fraternity and all that. So okay, I understand that. That's why you go to these schools. Okay, that's academia. And then there is the part that you have to deal with the teachers and the folks with the boots on the ground in the classroom, along with the subculture, well, with the subculture of administrators local. But the most important part that always seems to get left out of the equation, and uh, that would be the parents, the parents, parents who have kids in the school. That would be, and even though they pay lip service to it, most parents are not as boisterous and not as confident in their ability to speak to the higher muckety mucks like me. Most of them are intimidated, and the education in the institution of education has people thinking sometimes, because you don't have a ED or an MSD or whatever you want to call those degrees, that you quite obviously don't know what the hell you're talking about. Okay, and that's the way they come off sometimes. Not everybody, because there's some people in this city with PhDs you never know it, because they don't wear it on their forehead, on their sleeve. They're just good folks. So there are some. There are some people I have met. There's a hell of a lot smarter than I was. They just didn't let me know it. Okay. And then there's some dumb as a brick who thought they were smarter than me. But the bottom line is this: in this search for a superintendent, the parents better be intimately involved in the consideration of who they decide to get. We'll get more into that on Friday, and we're gonna talk a little bit more about, because I saw some glaring process issues in this process. Good morning. Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I just don't quite understand. Evidently, and she got shot 3 times. Her father got shot and killed, and the baby. I just don't understand the whole nuances of this thing. It's a shame and a disgrace when any child. Um, well, again, man, I just don't. They'd have to come up here and explain this to me on the air. Yeah, I just, it's a shame any child is, yeah, one of those things, I guess. Hey, appreciate it. 8:52 in the morning. Good morning. Who's this? I'm doing fine. All right, Mr. Ed. Enough of that. But anyway, the liquor license thing, we one of these days they're going to get up with a standard operating procedure down there that doesn't rely on the individual preference of an individual city councilman down there, and whether or not a person gets it or not. The Ziegler woman, I think, is getting screwed, glued, and tattooed. I hope she gets her license. And I'm not a proponent of bars or anything like that. But you know what? It's a legal business. Long as they don't have it, long as there ain't no trouble, let it be. I mean, evidently the state of Alabama thinks that liquor is important because during the COVID thing, they were still open. So evidently liquor is important in our society today. It is 8:53 in the morning. Good morning. Who's this? Yes. You know when the fair comes to town, uh, they are driving and blocking my street off big time. Okay, uh, not every weekend, but it's still an inconvenience whenever they do it. I'm just saying it's a legal business, though. I mean, but shouldn't right? And I'm with you. I'm just, but shouldn't something happen before we turn people down? Yeah. Again, though, people should do something before you turn them down for business, right? Uh, and listen, I think they serve I think a good purpose. Listen, if the neighborhood association blessing is needed, I'm all for that. Then put it part of the law and not part of your personal preference. Put it in the law, and then yeah, yeah. All right, okay. Again, I have no problem with the neighborhood association. I think they're an important part of our community. But again, if it's not in the law that if I want to open up a liquor store or a place that serves alcohol, that I've got to go to you guys. You guys, first of all, the neighborhood association is not paying any money for that business to get started. It's not paying any money when the COVID comes and I got to close it down. I still got to pay rent. My problem, if it's that important, it ought to be part of the law. Then that's up to the neighbor, and that's up to the neighborhood. But listen, on Federal Drive, I got more people throwing crap on there. I swear, I think they think my yard says trash can on it because they throw stuff all in the yards going down the street. Hey, you know what I do? I go up there and pick it up. Okay, yeah. And again, we don't want to lose them. I'm just telling you, if that's part of the process, then you must confine or you must get the approval of the neighborhood association. At least have an agreement. Then that's fine. Make it part of the law. That's all I'm saying. Make it part of the law. You, okay, I understand. I'm not, okay. Appreciate it. Got a kumbaya moment. We all agree neighborhood associations are good, but they ought not be the impediment to a business. Good morning.
Good morning, Kevin.
Yeah, quickly, because I'm running out of time.
I saw what you I saw what you about the young lady.
Mm-hmm.
With this situation, but Montgomery got a serious problem. They're picking and choosing when it has to pass by. They're not going by law.
And that's what I gotta go. Okay, appreciate it. I gotta go. Time's up. And that's my point. Make it a law, and we good to go. Stop making it personal preference. We'll be back tomorrow, hopefully.
WSFA 12 News Update on News Radio 1440.
Good morning, I'm Jasmine Williams with WSFA 12 News.
We're all sorry about that.
The latest pandemic news.
Yeah.
Americans can now order free COVID-19 tests online. The White House opened the federal website, covidtest.gov. Official launches today, but several orders have already been placed. The virus continues to impact schools in our area due to a high.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. That's right.